What's up?
We're in trouble.
Why? Did it break?
Yeah. It's already started.
Okay, come closer. So we got the piston rings. There's 3 of them. And then we're gonna clean up these pistons and they'll be ready for the new piston rings, which are coming in tomorrow, which is a Monday, which sucks. So we're gonna try and work that into our schedule. Remember, we're working on this like once a week.
Yeah.
And we also got new rod bearings. So all these will be replaced as well. And we got the plastic gauge. We got a whole bunch of we got a whole bunch of stuff. We got the clutch. We got a lot of cleaning and drill bits and scrubbers and brushes and brake cleaners and you name it. Piston ring tools. We got a leak down tester. We got a bunch of gloves. A whole bunch of shit.
I got my pink gloves.
Yeah, your pink gloves, yeah. And then over here, I think I'll do this. I gotta clean this block up. I think I'd like to get it down to bare steel and not, 30 years of grease. And then finally we'll hone our cylinders, which we just got this in. I've never done it before, but I wanna try it. We're gonna do a leak down test, and if it passes, then we know it worked. If it doesn't pass, then maybe this didn't work. So yeah, once we get the new piston rings on, we're putting all this right back in. Next week, honestly, we could probably start reassembling this engine. And this is a Lego set that is quite large. I have to watch our videos back to make sure we did everything right.
So do you want to show me what I have to do?
Let's just do an example piece.
Yeah.
Wrench that off. Lift it up and twist it. This one's being a bitch. Oh, there we go. Got it. So once it starts going loose, like I said, get it on top of the piston like that. And then you just start working it around
Until it pops off.
Yeah, it's just there's crud in there holding it up. There we go. All right, that's a piston ring. Awesome. Yeah, don't worry about cleaning yet. All right, we're just gonna focus on the rings. I am going to clean this filthy engine block.
Oh my goodness.
What's up?
We're in trouble.
Why? Did it break?
Yeah.
That's okay. These are old. They're all getting thrown away.
Two hours later.
There we go.
Jeez.
Look how thick that stuff is.
Yeah, it's like it welds itself in there. All right?
Damn, my back just aged like 20 years.
I told you to get a damn chair, woman. You're like, I don't need a chair. I'm going to be standing. Like, okay. Go ahead and stand.
"75 years later."
So I honed the cylinders and look how horizontal the scratches are. but we want like a 45-degree crosshatch. It's all in the technique. You gotta go in and out with the ball hone. Slow RPMs, fast motions. Do it like 10 times, 15 times, so you can get results like this. But we're looking at like, I don't know, 30-degree crosshatches. That's how it's supposed to be. Versus what I had before because I didn't know what I was doing. So, easy fix, just keep honing. Beautiful. It's hard to really get your phone to focus on it, but you could see the angles. I mean, that angle, that swirl, that's what you want with your crosshatches. So I think the cylinders are ready. So we got our new set of piston rings. We got the tools needed to make sure they fit properly. All right, so this will grind our rings down. This is a more coarse stone. This is going to your feeler gauges to check basically the gap in our piston ring. Awesome packaging. This is from Hastings Piston Rings. These are made in the USA. Totally not JDM. Probably won't work. But it tells you what part of the piston these rings go. It's a lot of conflicting information online, especially since the definition of a stock build versus a high performance build is pretty loose. It's very vague. This car is making twice the boost it would have from factory, probably twice the power as well. I wouldn't call this a high performance build, but it's higher than stock. So if the factory setting is 0.2 to 0.3 millimeters and it says high performance is 0.35 to 0.5 millimeters, I figured 0.3 to 0.35 millimeters is what I want. And what I'm talking about here with these feeler gauges tells you the thickness of this feeler gauge. So these are very narrow, very thin, and they're meant to fit in the piston ring gap. I just installed a piston ring. So basically I put the piston ring in the cylinder, I pushed it down with the piston to ensure that it's square. We need to measure that gap right there. So we wrote down 0.3 to 0.35, right? So here's our feeler gauges, extremely thin, like knife thin. 0.33 millimeters, let's give that a try. Now I didn't touch these yet. This is whatever Hastings provided, that's what I have gap-wise right now. I didn't grind anything down yet. So now this is gonna be hard to do one-handed. All right, so it's hard to tell, but we are actually just barely able to get in there with the 0.33. The next one up would be the 0.3 millimeter gap. Now, with a higher boost, higher compression, you have higher heat in the cylinder, you want a larger gap because heat causes things to expand. All right, that is perfectly fitting in there. Okay, so 0.3 millimeter, it's within spec, it's on the tight end of the spec, but the factory spec is 0.2 to 0.3. We are at 0.3. So that's the top ring. And I have to check this for each cylinder, but that ring is for that cylinder. This whole pack here is going to be for cylinder 1, piston 1. Tedious process, it's going to take a little bit. Hopefully everything's good. If If I'm lucky, I won't have to grind any of my rings down. I'm gonna try the second ring, which is supposed to be 0.35 to 0.5 based off of online. And then we'll check the oil ring. And if that's good, these are good, I'll put them back in the box. I'll mark it as cylinder 1 and we'll go on to the next one. So I did not need to use this piston ring, I guess, gapper or grinder, because every piston ring for every cylinder was within spec. It was within spec. I wrote down what all of them got to, 0.3 millimeters, 0.33, 0.33, 0.35. We're all within spec on the top ring. The mid ring, I wrote down the same thing. We're supposed to be within 0.35 to 0.5 millimeters. And we're almost smack dab in the middle for all of them. This one's a little tight. This is the tightest one. This is cylinder number 6. I didn't check any of the oil rings yet. I gotta do that still. I'm nervously excited and relieved. It's happening. So the next episode will be basically piston rings on the pistons, pistons in the block, and then we're going to install our rod bearings. We got plastic gauges, and we are going to make sure everything is within spec there as well. And then we're gonna put everything back together and finally do a leak down test, which I got the leak down test kit right here. Fingers crossed. Pray for me.